First off, we just want to thank everyone from traveling, obviously from long distances to be here. Thank you so much. It means a lot to everyone to celebrate Allison and Sean's special day. Thank you. We also want to thank the Grahams for a wonderful rehearsal dinner yesterday evening. Thank you so much. I also want to thank our parents, Lori and Jim. There they are. They have spent countless hours on tonight. They've done such a great job, lots of time, lots of effort, and that's what makes it possible for all of us to be here tonight. So thank you again to them. We really appreciate you bringing us all together for such a special day. So growing up, Caroline and I, by we, always joked that Allison was perfect. So in preparation for tonight, we actually looked up the definition of perfect in the Oxford English Dictionary. And that definition is, for anyone who's wondering, entirely without fault or flawless. I agree it's broad, but it's something we can work with. Caroline is going to tell you just how flawless Allison is.
Hi, everyone. So at work as a child speech pathologist, Allison's colleagues have told me that she is a known favorite of patients and their parents. She just has this way of seamlessly fitting into any family and getting to know their child and knowing what they need at that time. Even when telling us about being thrown up on countless times, she always ends her stories with how special and unique each one of her patients are. I know this is high praise from Allison because she has witnessed me throw up multiple times, and she usually just yells at me until I stop. As a friend, Allison is always focused on keeping everyone else happy. Throughout this whole process, all we heard from her was, "I just want everyone to be happy and comfortable." She really does have a way of treating everyone like family. She has only known her work friends for a few years, but you can tell she already holds them in the highest regard. As for her oldest friends, many of them seated here, they have a unique way of communicating to show their affection for one another. They have decided to give up their given names when together, and they choose to all go by Bear. At this table alone, there are 4 bears, including Allison. Now, I've observed this for many years, and to outsiders, there's really no way to tell which bear they're speaking to, but they never seem confused, so they know something that we don't. As a daughter, Allison never ceases to do anything short of amaze our parents. We have talked about Allison a lot these past few weeks as we all wrote our speeches, and one theme consistently came up. When Allison sets her mind to something, she will accomplish it. There may be bumps in the road, or as our dad would say, stormy seas, but she has an unyielding willpower that has a way of defying any and all objects. This willpower has also made her a wise middle child. She is an expert arbitrator, a compassionate listener, and their most trusted advisor. Some would say a consigliere for the Italians in the room. In short, she is everyone's favorite. As a sister, there is no question that Allison is the most supporting and loving person that we know. She finds true happiness through our happiness and wants to be there to experience it firsthand with us. If there's ever a family function that Allison cannot attend, we unfailingly receive multiple calls and messages. However, we graciously accept these distress signals because she can't help it. It is an unavoidable symptom of fear of missing out or FOMO, which Allison has. Another thing Allison is really, really good at is convincing Michael and me to do really dumb things. I assume this is for her own amusement. Off the top of my head, I can think of at least 10 decisions where I've been weighing pros and cons about a questionable thing I might do. And instead of hearing my own rational voice in my head, I hear Allison's voice telling me to do it, as she likes to say. This will inevitably lead to a lot of consequences, but she at least sticks around to pick up the pieces. She is our biggest advocate, our best friend, our protector, and to quote our mom, Allison is our hero.
When Caroline and I heard that Allison had started dating Sean, we noticed some interesting things. In Sean's daily life, he's not a planner, not an organizer, not a rule follower. He's most concerned with living life in the moment and figuring out the details later. Something that is known to cause crippling anxiety in one Allison. Caroline and I instantly knew he was a great guy. As we sat back and watched, something interesting happened. Allison started seeing the beauty in spontaneity. She was resistant at first. We both received phone calls where we both had an opening line of, "You guys, you will never believe what Sean convinced me to do." My own favorite is when Allison called me about a whitewater rafting trip, thinking it was a crazy idea. But after these trips, we always got another call. Allison would tell us how much fun they had, and she might even admit that Sean had a good idea. And I honestly think this is what makes them so good together. They push each other out of their comfort zones in a way that helps each other grow. As their relationship continued, we realized Sean and Allison are more similar than we initially thought. It's easy to see, for instance, how much Sean values family. Obviously, he loves his family above all others, but he also has an excitement for family time in general, and that includes ours. He's eagerly participated in our 5-hour-long family dinners, where you have to ask to be excused. He's endured our endless discussion on dogs. He's listened to hours of inside jokes between me, Allison, and Caroline. And while they both have different ways of showing their love for people, one thing is true: Allison and Sean both live their lives putting others first. As a result of that, Caroline and I couldn't be happier than to welcome Sean into our family, and we look forward to their many years of happiness together. And in closing, and I apologize to anyone who doesn't understand this is an inside joke. Webster's dictionary defines wedding as the fusing of two metals with a hot torch. Well, you know something? I think you guys are two metals, gold medals. Cheers.